Olá a todos, buenas noches.
Hola, Doc, buenas noches.
Todos bem?
Sí, Doc, gracias. ¿Y tú?
A little bit sick, but fine. Just a cold. Okay, we don't have so many people so far. Maybe I'll wait a little bit to see if they come. Here come more people. Okay, so today we are basically working a little bit on the software. That's the only thing left from this course. And also, if you guys have any questions regarding to anything that we have learned so far or anything specific, I'm here to answer your questions or at least try to. Um, you can see already the grades for most of your assignments. There is only the last one left. I didn't have time to grade that yet. And there are some students that still didn't give me some of the assignments. So I'm gonna ask the ones that didn't submit any of the work so far to send to my email as soon as possible, so that way I can grade them on time and everybody can graduate. Okay. And one more thing, in the activity 6, there is one assignment there's no name in there, and I can't know who is the person that did it or the group that did it. So I'm gonna share my screen and see if someone recognizes it so I can give the grades for the person or for this group. Okay, so let me just share here. So it's this one, Enfermedade Renal Crônica em Caninos. So I don't see the name. So if someone knows who did this one, I will be thankful because I can't grade the person. Okay, so probably the person is not here. If that person is here, please, I need to know. Adriana, is that yours?
Yes.
Okay, okay, found it.
Yes, it's our work. I send you a message and explain that in the first moment it's impossible for us to send the key, but
Uh-huh.
I in the first page all the names. Do you know?
Okay.
You know?
Okay, so if you send, okay, oh, so if you send to my email, probably I already graded.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
good, good, good. All
Send
right.
it
So,
before the close date.
okay, yeah. All right. Good. I thought this one was another one from another person, so but that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so We don't have so many things left. So, first of all, do you guys have any questions about anything that we have covered so far? Anything about any type, uh, I don't know, Evelyn?
Yes, teacher. I have a question in relation with the cooked diet and with the raw diet.
Uh-huh,
Um, I make a diet for a dog with bones and meat raw. And I add some ingredients cooked because my idea was like I don't know how to say it, like explotar
uh-huh,
los beneficios.
uh-huh,
I don't know, explode the benefits that provides us those ingredients like brown rice, like carrots, like um, broccoli.
uh-huh.
Um, and the question is, uh, it's good give this management to the diet?
Okay. So usually, most of the times, for raw diet, all the ingredients they are raw. So this is one of the reasons we don't include sources of carbohydrates in the raw diet. Why not? Because first, it is complicated for the pet parent to manage what is raw and what's cooked and frozen together, and also because the metabolism of the dog, they will be process these two type of foods a little bit different. One more reason is when we add a high carbohydrate in the raw diet, if the diet has bones, um, we are putting more non-protein ingredients that we could fill up with protein. Um, Normally, in the cookie diet or in the diet that doesn't come bones, we put the carbohydrate because some of the carbohydrates they might have vitamins and some of the minerals that I don't want to say substitute the bones because it doesn't substitute, but to replace some of them. Okay. When we have the bones, we have no needs to include those carbohydrates. So the vegetable part, they will supply the fiber, some vitamins, and some nutrients that only the animal protein cannot give to them. But yeah, so usually when we have bones, we don't have carbohydrates, and when we don't have bones, we can include carbohydrates. I'm not saying that we must do carbohydrates, but it's common to use when there's no bones. I don't know if that makes
And
sense for you.
yes, but for example, with the carrot,
Uh-huh.
um, I
Carrots,
read
they
that
go to the vegetable option, the
yes,
vegetable category. Yeah.
yes, but I mean that I read that when we cook the carrots, we can get more beta carotenos.
Yes.
Um, and that's why I put it in the diet. That like
Yes.
cooked carrots, instead carbohydrates.
Yes.
We
So,
can do it.
yeah, you can do it. So that's going to be the option of the parent if they can manage cooking. All the vegetables that we can give to them raw, we can process them or we can chop them in a very, very tiny pieces. So that way the dog and even the cat, they can absorb more nutrients because as cannot, sorry, they cannot broke down the fibers by itself, especially the cats. We have to do that for them. Okay, so cooking. the carrots or the broccoli or whatever vegetable it is, it will help. It also helps for some vegetables that has or the oxalate to decrease a little bit as well. But if we cannot have the option to cook it, we can process then or just cut it in very, very tiny pieces. There are some pet parents that do both. They cook and they process. So that will facilitate, especially for cats. We can do that.
Thank you, teacher. It's like a raw diet with no carbohydrates,
Yes,
like brown rice. And raw diet will could we have good carrot?
we can. Yeah, vegetables in general, you can cook them sometimes. Yeah.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Yeah. Only if the raw diet doesn't have bones, then we can add sources of carbohydrates.
Thank you, teacher.
No problem. Adriana?
I have a question. For example, if you have a cooked diet and you want to use some fruit, for example, papaya, arándanos, watermelon, in this diet, you don't cook the
You
fruit.
don't cook, no. Uh-uh.
Okay, you add in the moment when you're going to serve.
Yes. Or you
Uh,
can serve as a treat. You can give as a treat too.
but
Yeah.
not with, oh, okay. Really, my ask is for the word. Yes, I take
Yes.
a mix with vegetables and fruit.
Yeah, you can either do like you can mix with the vegetables, the fruits and vegetables, or
Yes.
you can give them as a treat. So, for example, when it's too hot, you can freeze the fruits with ice cubes, and you can
Yes.
give to the dogs. They will love it.
Okay. But when you prepare the recipe or the calculate, you need mm, take in in the amount of vegetables and fruits. Take in this moment the amount of fruits.
Yeah, so if you already gave the percentage of fruits and vegetables as a treat, you don't need to put in the bowl, in the plate.
Okay.
But sometimes you can give like a half as a treat and half you can put in the recipe. It's up to you or the pet parent.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions?
Hi, teacher. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
A little bit sick. Sorry. I have a
Me
question.
too.
Sorry, I have a question. It's about a way that we can calculate the amount of food that we can use. So if you use the software, mostly of the time, the software gave me a lot less than if I calculate like the option three that we use because that's the fastest way I can do it in middle of the concept.
Mhm.
So for example, I had a dog today and with the option three, I had like 1 kilo and 40, what's it say? 400,
400.
one 400, a kilo and 400 grams. And in the software, it gives me like 1 kilo and 100 grams. So it's that difference important in the food intake, in the maybe in the balance of the food.
No, probably what the software is doing, it is balancing the calories. Very, very accurate. So, for example, sometimes when we calculate on hand and when we prepare without the software as well, we tend to use more lean meat and more light food because we cut the excess of the fat, we do this, and that. And in the software, they just put the way it is. So usually it's high calories in the ingredients they have in there. So they tend to minimize a little bit the amount per day because they know the calories will be increasing.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
No problem. Okay, any other questions? Okay, so let me share my screen here. Yes. So I already told you I have been using this software for a couple years already. This is actually not the software that I use every day. I use the one that stays in the clinic in the computer I have there. This one is just for me to, when I bring work to home, so I don't have so many recipes saved in here. There are other softwares in the market. I haven't tested that yet. I have tested one that I don't remember actually the name. It's something about food balance and nerd, something like this. And it didn't work for me. It looks like an Excel sheet, more elaborated, and I really didn't know how to work in there properly. That got me very frustrated. I found this one, it's more straightforward. It's not perfect. We have to change some things. We have to add a lot of ingredients. There are a lot of ingredients that is in here that is useless. There is no way somebody's gonna use that for a dog food or a cat food, but it's been working so far. So I have been using them. I want to try others, to be honest. Um, so when you open the software, this is basically what happens. So it comes blank, and here is the commands that you are using. So if you're starting with the software, when you're formulating for a dog or a cat, the first thing you need to do is adding the animal in here. So that way the software has all the information to calculate the calorie needs, the amount per day, and everything else. Okay. Also, you can put here the contact information for the pet parent. They already have, I don't use this. I have my own software for contact information. So this, they already put the name of the people that created the software. So that's why you can see these weird people here. Um, you can edit it. I don't actually use it. You can email them, but you can add people in here. Okay. Um, you can book appointments as well, so you can schedule your appointments here. I actually don't use that as well. I have another way to do it to my clients, but this one we have to do. Okay, so here's the animals that I have so far. So if I want to add another one, I click in add. So I will select the species, so if it's a cat or if it's a dog. So I'm gonna add a fake dog here. Let me see, I don't know, Tobias. And I can put the full name. Here in Canada, I usually, the last name of the pet parent is gonna be the last name of the dog. So here they will be like Tobias, I don't know, Smith. So I can say that, or you can put the name of the pet parent. So I can put, for example, Amanda Smith. So I know that Tobias belongs to Amanda, and that's it. There's a female or male. and the birthday of the animals. So they go year first and then day and then month. So I can put something like 2021 and that date here. That's a fake animal. Okay, so he came here, Tobias. So now I can edit him and include more information about him. So I'm going to click here. So here I will click if he's neutered. I also need to put his body score. So if he is overweight, he's very overweight, obese, very, very obese. So here I'm gonna put that he has ideal score. Here I put also the activity level. So he is a young adult. I will put his as active young adult. Um, you can put some information about the license tattoo microchip. I don't know if in Colombia this is something you guys use a lot. For this case here, I don't use it unless they require. Then I'm going to put the group, the breed. Let's say this is, I don't know, Australian cattle dog. Size, Australian cattle dog is medium size. Color, gray, and I don't need to put anything unless I have another animal with the same name, with the same pet parent's name, so then I can put some other description to recognize better. I can also change the picture here. I can put the picture of the dog as well. Okay. Most important thing here is the part of physiology. So here I will be adding the date of today so I can track if I am reviewing this diet for in 2 years or in a month or whatever time. I will include another life stage if it changes. For example, for puppies, I will do it very often. Okay, so here will be adult maintenance, young adult. I can put notes here and add. Okay, so then I come here to weight. So I click in this paper here. The date of today, I weighted the dog, and let's say a cattle dog, 23 kilos, so it's in pounds, so I'll change. I can put some notes, and let's say I am reviewing this guy in 20 days, so I will put the date, I weigh the dog again, and I see if it gets weight. It's not I'll track the records, and it will be very good. Okay, here I'm gonna change to, and that's it. So today he's 23 kilos. If I want to measure heart rate, breathing, temperature, and height, it's all here, but it's not going to affect too much my calculations. Only if I have all these measurements, I can include here. Okay, once I'm done, I will save and close. And all the information about Tobias will be here with my animals. Actually, I will refresh. Oh, no, he's here. Okay. So I can close my pets, and now I can create a recipe for Tobias. So I click in recipe, add a recipe. I will say, let's do a cookie diet for Tobias. I select the pet. He's here. Add. So the recipe will be saved here. So I need to balance, so I click in here, recipe balancer. And here it comes. Okay, so when I'm going to add the ingredient, so I can use food search, and here I can type the ingredients that I would like to use for him. Okay, so if you quickly calculate by hand, and you talk to the parent what they want to do. Oh, they want a cookie diet, they want a low carb diet, they want this, they want that. You're going to analyze this animal needs this animal needs that. So try to do by hand like a sketch of everything. So it will save you time here, so you know what you can include and adjust it very, very easily and very fast. Okay, so let's say I'm going to make a beef cooked. I have tons of beefs here, so I gotta choose one. Okay, so let's say I got this one. Okay, and then we'll be using another source of protein that can be eggs, cooked eggs. It's very sensitive to letters, so if I put in plural, it's going to show me only the plural. So I'm gonna do in singular, cooked like scrambled. I need to put one organ, so let's say beef liver, cooked. All right. And it's a cookie diet, so I can do, oopsie, I'm sorry, not this. So let me do sweet potato. Sweet potato. Cooked without salt. I don't want salt. Baked. This one. I need vegetables, so let me try kale. Cooked boiled without salt. Here we go. And okay, that's good for now. I will need more things, but this is basically here. So I just need to adjust the amount here. So probably this will be very more. This is gonna be very less. And here I will be adjusting. And as long as I adjust everything, oh, not the egg. That's, I can put this and I can put this. And, okay. Okay. And I will be adjusting everything and adding things and removing things. And I need to have everything green here. Okay. I think somebody just raised your hand. Two people. Okay. Natalia.
Hi, teacher. I have two questions. It's not about software, it's
Mhm.
about other thing.
Okay.
Um, First, in the cooked diet, can I prepare all the portions of the month? For example,
Yeah.
the same day. For example, today I will prepare the cooked diet for my dogs, and I make all the portions. I prepare the portion of today and tomorrow, and the other can I put in the freezer.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay. And
Yes.
how many time they can be in the freezer?
Um,
Already they cook it?
Up to 3 months is fine. If it's staying in the freezer for more than 3 months, it's recommended to put vitamin E capsules, 1 capsule of 500 milligrams per 1.5 kg of food, because the vitamin E is a natural supplement for you to, it's a natural conservant
Okay.
for the food to don't start to get how can I say
Fresh.
that in English? Yeah, to keep it fresh. So the fat it starts to taste a little bit. In Portuguese we say ranço. I don't know in Spanish, and I don't know in English as well. So, but the fat it starts to get dark and tastes bad. So the
Mhm.
vitamin E is a natural conservant to make it to don't taste bad after if it's frozen for a long time. So you can use that as a natural conservant. In the fridge, the food stays for there for maximum 3 day,
Um,
3 days.
3 months?
3 days in the fridge and three
Oh, wait.
months in the freezer.
When
Yeah.
I defrosting the and for the process of defrosting is the same that in the raw diet. I can put
Yes.
in the refrigerator 12 to 18 hours before, and there I offer the food.
Exactly. You don't need to warm it. The dog will eat the way it
Okay.
is. I know there are some pet parents that like, oh, but it's cold. My dog likes it very warm. You don't need to warm. They are fine.
Okay, and I have another questions. When we saw the ways to calculate the diet in dogs, when we were using the second option, that was the PDF guides, after calculating the name, we had to choose the amount of calories that the pet's diet will have in metabolizable energy.
Mhm.
How can I know how many calories are recommended for each dog? I don't have idea.
Yes. So if you have the recipe already done, you might know the calories. If not, you need to calculate. Okay. But usually, a dog diet might have an average per kilo of diet. It might have 1,200 calories ish. There will be some kind of proteins that will be higher, depending on the amount of oils, it will be higher or less. But average 1,200, 1,300, 400 calories, it will be safe for you to calculate per kilo.
Okay, teacher. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
No problem. Maria Camila? Maria Camila, do you have a question? No? Maria Fernanda?
Yeah, those calories that you
Teacher,
just
do you
mentioned
listen to
are
me?
both for raw and cooked, like an average for both type of diets.
Sorry, say again.
The calories that you just mentioned, are those for both cooked diet and raw
Yes,
diet?
raw diet has a little bit higher in calories because it goes more protein in it, in consequence, more fat. So the raw diet will be more caloric, especially if it's barf. It's barf. I would say 1,700 calories ish. If it's homemade, a little bit less, 104, 1,400, 1,300. Usually, cookie diet is less caloric.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. And Maria Camila, I think you.
Yeah, teacher, thank you. Teacher, I tried to put a chicken in the system software, but there are so many options, so I
I
don't know
know.
which one to choose. Can you show me, please?
Yes. Okay. So if you put chicken in the recipe, they have so many options like the beef. So if you know if it's raw or if it's cooked, it's already good to put in here when you're typing. And if you know the cut, it's even better because it will refine the amount of things that will show for you. So for example, I know I'm gonna use breast. So I can type here and it will be giving me only breast cooked chicken. And here they will give me the option for with skin, fried, with skin, fried and has flour in it, roasted with skin. I don't want skin, so meat only, cook it and fry. So I can have this option. Or hosted. This is basically the preparation type. So fried, roasted, stewed, um, breast tender, cooked in conventional oven, breast tender cooked in microwave, uncooked, which is raw actually. And yeah, so you choose the type of preparation. Usually the pepperoni will do roasted, stewed, or fried. I can try this one. So I'll put here. Okay. If you know it's raw instead of cooked, you can put here raw, and here we'll have the options for you. So raw with skin, only the meat, boneless and skinless, meat only. So that is basically the same thing as here. But yes, they have some things doubled, tripled, and some things that has nothing like, I don't know why they put like beer and baby food. I don't know. But all the ingredients you can come to here, not here. So let me close this to show you. Um, so you can come here for foods, and you can see all the foods that they have already in the system. Like there are lots that I don't know, like alcoholic beverage. Why am I using that in a dog food or in a cat food? But anyways, and here's all the things they have. The things you're going to add will be here too. Okay, so for you to add a food, you go to Food Wizard. So you can first choose the measurement. I always do per 100 grams because it's easy to find. I put the food name. If that's something, for example, it's a supplement or it's a raw, commercial raw, something like that, I can put the name of the brand. And then I start to do manually. I will include the nutrients. So the calories per kilo, protein, fat, carbohydrate, fiber, ash, and water, amino acids, fat acids, minerals, and vitamins. So once I have everything here, and these I can find if it's a commercial food in the company's website, you might have. If you don't, you can request to them. Here in Canada, for example, it's mandatory. If you request, they will give to you. Um, or you can take from somewhere else. There are lots of data that shows you the nutritional factors for a specific food. So for example, I have to add some meat bones because this software doesn't come with meat bones. So I added some. So after you add everything, you save and close. So that will be in your options to add as an ingredient. Okay, so here I'm going to cancel. That answer your question? Assume yes.
Yes, but I
Okay.
have another question. For
Mhm.
example, the option that you choose is cooked or fried, and it's so different the calories. So if you choose that one and it's cooked, is less calories, or if it's fried, is more calories. So we can manage that.
Yeah, so you need to tell the pet parent how to prepare. Okay, so because it's fried, yes, there's oil in it, so it's consequently will be more caloric. So you can recommend to the pet parent, oh, in this recipe I formulate as roasted, so or cooked. So you need to prepare it cooked, not fried. So is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Here, what I want to show you too is you can track weight loss. So if you're working with a obese client, so you can track the weight loss or weight gain of the animal. Um, I don't think I have any in here to show. No, I don't. But I have in the clinic. But it comes. Yeah, it comes with a chart and it compares the rate, and you can update the system so you can reformulate the diet according to the weight gain or the weight loss of the animal. Andres? Andres, do you have a
Yes,
question? Yeah.
yes, teacher. Sorry. Question about the recipe when you're balancing it. So if you don't mind to get back a little bit
Yeah, I
to
closed
get a
that. I
balance.
have to start it again.
Sorry. Okay, so don't mind. Don't worry. It's because if you see that like in the my left in your left hand, like the table that gives us the percentages of achievement of protein, amino acids, fatty acids.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's the way I do it, but sometimes some values go way higher. So I don't know if it's normal or it's just the way I'm balancing it.
It's normal. There
Okay.
will be some ingredients that goes like 400%, 1,000%. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, in the website of the pet diet designer, I don't remember exactly the nutrients right now, but they have a table when they give the guides on how to do the formulation. They have a
Okay.
table that these ingredients cannot pass these percentages. But for them to pass these percentages, it's like rare, very rare.
Okay. Okay, teacher. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
no problem. Yeah, I'll see if I can find that information and maybe I can put in the platform for you. Um, Let me see if I can find the recipe here. I don't remember the name of the dog that I faked. Don't remember. Yeah, but I can take anything here. For example, I'll take this one. Okay, so here is when it's green, it means it's balanced, but you can see here like the folic acid, it passes 1,000%, but that's okay. The dog's not gonna die intoxicated by acid folic. Um, the limits for them to be intoxicated, it needs to be way, way higher. Most of them will be close to 2, 3, 400%. When it's less than 100%, disease stays yellow. Okay, so for example, if I take this away, so calcium is yellow, which means it's not balanced. So if I put it back, it goes to almost 200%, which is okay. Okay. Also, what I want to show you too is, yeah, the weight loss, the recipes, you have like a list of recipes that you already have done. But it's not this. Here, recipe categories. So you can link the categories to types of recipes. So for example, if you have a patient that is has a liver disease, for example, you can link the diet to liver, so it's easy for you to find. What else? If it's like an animal that eats many kinds of recipes, which is the recommended. You need to rotate. So let's say, oh, I did 4 menus for this animal here, and I want to have a track on how much of each they are eating. I can do in here, I can control in here. So that way, you can have a track, the pet parent has a track, and everybody's organized. Adriana?
I have a question. In diet for anxiety case, how many times per day do you recommend serve the food for a dog?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
In anxiety case, in a dog with anxiety, how many times per day do you recommend offer the food?
In dogs with anxiety, dog.
Okay, okay, okay. It depends. It depends. As the food will relieve anxiety for dogs, and usually dogs with anxiety, they tend to eat too much. Maybe instead of, if that's an adult, maybe instead of 2 meals per day, you can separate the meals. Of course, that depends on the schedule of the family. Separate like small portions, 3, 4, or even 5 times per day. Usually, for dogs that have anxiety, I recommend to do enrichment with them. So give it frozen, so the animal like takes longer to chew it and eat it. Put in toys, make it difficult for them to eat because they will spend more time and more energy trying to grab the food from there. In a Kong, for example, frozen in a Kong, so they will take like a very good amount of time, so that helps them to relieve that anxiety and stay more time occupied as well. So you can do that.
Okay, but you prefer two or more times per day.
More times per day is small portion. So let's say this dog needs to eat 700 grams per day. Instead of separating 350 in the morning and 350 in the evening, I would do like 100 in the morning, another 100 in lunchtime, another 100 2 hours later, another 100 later, and then, yeah, so on until I complete the amount that I need to give to them per day.
Okay, okay, thanks. I I I think sometimes it's better less portions, and in other cases it's much better many times.
Yes, yes, exactly. So puppies always more times because they need frequent feeding. And dogs with anxiety, that especially separation anxiety, that they need to stay alone at home and they will destroy the house, they will bark, they will cry, they will go crazy. So food is a good way to keep them occupied. So feeding them several times per day might be better.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so yeah, so this is the diet tracker, food wizard I showed you already, and here are the reports. So if you want to print out a recipe, to print out the report and everything, you can use this tool here. So for a basic recipe report, you choose, for example, the pet. Let me see, I'm gonna get this one, and then you choose a recipe and submit. So here comes everything for this animal and the basic protein, fats, carbohydrate, and everything. So I have all the information. If I want a full report, it will come everything very completed. So here comes the recipe again. No, it's not that one that I want. It's this one. Okay. Oh, here. Okay. So here I can see everything. All the ingredients, all the nutrients, everything is here. And here I have the full recipe. So if I want to share with the pet parent, I can email, I can export and save in my computer, I can change the pages, I can put, for example, header, watermark, and everything. So I can do here, page color, everything. And all the kinds of reports. I don't remember the dog I was doing. I'm going to do another one. Uh, life stage. And here we go. Yeah, I don't think the diet was formulated, so that's why it's empty. All right. Any questions about the software or anything? Adriana?
I have a question. When you take a dog that eats so quickly, what is the best form for control the velocity with the cooked
Okay.
diet? Because sometimes the dogs drink or eat very, very quickly and
Mm-hmm.
next vomit,
Mm-hmm.
like vomit.
Yeah. I like, let me put here on Google so you can see the image. I like to use leek mats like this. So for either cooked or raw diet, you can put in here in those leek mats. And they are just very hard to clean. But you put in here, this one is like kind of puzzle. So you put in all the stages. You can freeze it, so this is even more difficult for them. You have these options like this as well, and these basic ones like this. So this is silicone. You just go with a spoon and just put the food in there. You can leave like this, or you can freeze it. So the animal will be licking it, and it takes longer to eat, or this kind of plates here also. I like Kongs. For cooked or for raw, you can fill the Kong with the food and freeze it. They will take very, very long time to eat it. Some of them, they might find it difficult if you stuck the food all the way, so you might need to help them a little when they get to the end. It's also a little bit hard to clean, but it's very good for dogs that eat fast. Or you can simply put in a container, freeze it, and just serve it frozen. It's fine. They can do it. Okay, they will take a very, very long time to chew it. It's good because they are like chewing something, cleaning their teeth. Um, so yeah, that's the way that I do to make them eat slower in here. Either like if you don't wanna buy lick mats like this, you can put in ice cubes, the silicone ones, and then you give one ice cube per time, frozen. They have to chew it, and then another one until you complete the amount of food you need to give to that time or the day. Okay, I love this kind of things. This is so good. They love it, and it enriches their day a lot. Like puzzles like this, it's awesome. You can put lots of things here. You can put fruits, you can put the food, you can put so many things and make the dog thinking. Cats too. Cats loves doing it.
Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? Nothing. Okay. So, I want you to turn on your camera. Let's take a picture. I really like to have the pictures of all my students for every semester. I'm gonna put here in the chat my contact information that is not my university email, just in case one day I'm not teaching anymore and you need to contact me. I'm gonna put here my Instagram, and if you want to contact me there or on LinkedIn, I'll put both of them for you, so that way you can contact me when you can. So just let me grab the link while the others turn on their cameras. Um, so this is my LinkedIn. And this is the Instagram. It's so good to see your faces. Oh my goodness. I wanted to see that since day one because it's so bad to talk to just a black screen. You guys are so beautiful. Why you keep that off? Okay, ready for the picture. Yes? Smile. One more. Okay, I'll send that to you. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for the questions. I love questions. If you might have more questions after today, feel free to contact me. I have students in the past that I have helped in some cases in the clinic and things that they try to get the help or any suggestion or tip about something. Feel free to contact me. If I don't respond, I am really bad responding emails. I don't check that very often, to be honest. But if I see it, I will answer. Uh, yeah. So anything you need, feel free to contact me. I'm more than happy to help. And it was my pleasure to teach you. I hope you guys like the course. I hope you guys learned something. And yes, I really like this group. This is the group that participated the most from all the groups that I taught before, which I'm very happy about it. I really love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you
teacher.
for everything.
Thank you, teacher. It was a very nice course, very clear information, very useful. Uh, thank you very much.
Thank you. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you use it for some clients or for your own dogs or cats or yeah, if you find you need me or any information that you want me to provide to you, feel free to contact me, really. I'm very accessible and I'm very happy to help.
Thank you,
Thank you
teacher.
very much, teacher.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
teacher.
Thank you, everybody. So have a great night. And for those that didn't submit the assignments yet, please do it. Send to my email as soon as possible so I can grade everybody on time. Okay? Bye bye, everybody.
Bye
Have a
bye,
great
Bye
teacher.
bye,
Thank
night.
teacher.
you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so
Thank you, thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.